Hi, I'm Sean.
And I'm Tevin.
We will be discussing our real-time 3D stereo camera system.
Creating real-time 3D perception systems is a challenge in computer vision and digital twin applications. Stereo vision systems allow machines to perceive depth and reconstruct their environment in 3D.
The end goal of this project is to build a real-time stereo camera system powered by the NVIDIA Jetson AGX Xavier. This kind of system can be used in autonomous robots, AR/VR, smart infrastructure, and digital twin pipelines. In this project, we aim to build a prototype pipeline that captures synchronized stereo images, computes a real-time depth map, and visualizes 3D structure on device.
Real-time stereo depth systems are valuable for research and real-world applications, including environmental mapping, smart agriculture, and underwater robotics. Additionally, this work contributes to our larger research efforts focused on building efficient and deployable 3D vision systems.
The hardware that we used, or planned to use, was a USB stereo camera and the NVIDIA Jetson AGX Xavier. The NVIDIA Jetson would allow the camera to process in real time compared to our laptops.
To start this project, we first had to calibrate the stereo camera. We used a calibration checkerboard to take multiple images from different views. Please excuse the zoom quality. We loaded the images into calib.io to get the parameters for calibration. We wrote Python code to take the images and rectify them so that the images reside on the same plane. From here, we can take the parameters from earlier to create a Q matrix to create a point cloud of the checkerboard from all different angles. George said that it was roughly correct. The rough parts were likely due to a blurry calibration board when moving, or the camera moving slightly.
From here, we wrote code to use the newly rectified images, which will be used for the real-time stereo camera. We used code provided from the paper Practical Stereo Matching via Cascaded Recurrent Network with Adaptive Correlation, presented at CVPR in 2022. We used the Cray Stereo code to take the rectified images and produce its disparity image. We modified the Cray stereo code to use real-time input from the stereo camera, rectify the images, and produce a disparity video. We calibrated the camera again on a different day to see if the result would be more accurate. This was the result.
As you can see, we ran the code on a gaming laptop instead of the NVIDIA Jetson. The reason for that is because we ran into a lot of issues with the Jetson. Since we didn't know what the password was to log into the account that was already on there, we had to install the Jetpack SDK to reset the account. First of all, the gaming laptop runs on Ubuntu version 24.04, but the SDK only works on Ubuntu version 18.04 and 20.04. So we tried it on a Windows machine using Docker, but that would not cooperate either. The closest we got was using VirtualBox to run Ubuntu version 20.04, but it would not detect the USB input from the Jetson, or it would not even run. So we ended up giving up on that.
Another challenge we faced was using the software provided in the paper Foundation Stereo Zero-Shot Stereo Matching. The Foundation Stereo is an updated model for stereo depth estimation that we attempted to use to create a better output, but installing it would not work on our machines, and we ran into a lot of problems using it.
Overall, though we were unable to run full real-time stereo matching on the NVIDIA Jetson, we were able to implement a roughly accurate depth estimation pipeline using feature matching and disparity approximation techniques not completely in real time.
Ideally, in future studies, we could run a full real-time stereo matching on the NVIDIA Jetson by optimizing the algorithm, leveraging hardware acceleration, and exploring lightweight neural networks for disparity estimation. Thank you very much for watching.
Like and subscribe!